The global wellness tourism industry generates nearly $1 trillion in annual revenue. This expenditure is driven by the hospitality paradox, the assumption that premium wellness experiences require high-friction, resource-heavy luxury service models. The Korean temple stay program presents a distinct counter-narrative to this assumption. Visitors do not purchase passive service. They enter a closed-loop economic mechanic where they pay for the opportunity to maintain the physical environment themselves. This breakdown analyzes how monastic communal labor provides a resilient economic alternative to traditional tourism models. Conventional hospitality relies on expansive service staffs to maintain guest environments, creating immense operational overhead. These high staffing requirements result in fragile economic environments that are highly sensitive to market fluctuations. Monastic models substitute this overhead by integrating the participant directly into facility upkeep. In resource-constrained settings, this is executed through ritualized maintenance, where physical work is a scheduled component of the daily itinerary. The profound stillness of the monastic environment results from an economic structure that shifts maintenance costs directly to the visitor. This traditional Korean system of communal labor is known as 𝗟𝗏. It originated as a survival mechanism in ascetic monastic life, allowing remote mountain temples to function without external funding. Modern rural tourism provinces now utilize this practice to stabilize their local economies. This chart tracks the financial stabilization of these rural provinces over a 10-year period following the adoption of temple stay labor programs. Destination managers achieve a significant return on investment by successfully monetizing unpaid communal participation. Monastic economics inverts traditional labor valuation by charging the worker for the privilege of the task. Traditions rooted in asceticism function as engines for regional growth, converting physical effort into value. This occurs because the paying tourist perceives the labor as a high-value psychological asset when it is framed as a cultural ritual. This contrasts with standard recreational tourism, which requires constant external stimulation to maintain perceived value. Productivity in this model relies on the visitor producing the psychological fulfillment they are simultaneously consuming. The extractive model of standard tourism depends on the continuous depletion of local resources to provide luxury services. This data contrasts the high ecological footprint of standard luxury spa services against the minimal consumption of the temple stay sector. The temple stay model maintains an operational footprint far below traditional hospitality benchmarks in water, energy, and waste. Managed discomfort is utilized as a deliberate feature of the experience, ensuring the destination remains ecologically sustainable. The implementation of 𝗟𝗏 provides a sustainable counter-narrative to the resource-intensive nature of global tourism. Manual labor is reclassified as active meditation within the monastic psychological framework. This reclassification turns necessary maintenance and agricultural tasks into the core product of the visitor's itinerary. Preserving these physical practices builds cultural resilience by keeping traditional land management techniques active. This critical insight shows exactly how collective labor generates measurable economic and agricultural output for the surrounding community. Personal psychological fulfillment is thus directly linked to tangible economic production. Scaling a model built on deliberate resource constraints presents a systemic optimization challenge. Market pressures often attempt to commodify and streamline these experiences to accommodate higher visitor volumes. Streamlining the experience for comfort risks diluting the ritual integrity that makes the model valuable to the consumer. Over-optimization can destroy the core asset of the destination by removing the very effort the visitor came to experience. Ritual integrity is defined by the strict adherence to the communal operational schedule. While spas focus on individualized service, monasteries require synchronized participation from every guest. Replacing dedicated service staff with synchronized guest participation requires an architectural layout designed for communal action. Enforcing this collective purpose is the primary defense against the dilution of the monastic model. Specific philosophical frameworks define 𝗟𝗏 as 𝗟𝗏, a mechanism for community cohesion, distinct from typical property maintenance. Labor is elevated above cost saving and framed as a tool for personal and social integration. Integrating traditional agricultural practice directly into the visitor itinerary transforms this physical effort into a regenerative economic contribution. This process allows the visitor to transition from physical exhaustion to a state of active meditation. Sustainable tourism requires this transformation of effort into meditation to remain culturally viable over time. Consumption-based wellness models face increasing ecological and economic limits. Active ritual participation provides a proven framework for resilient tourism. The documented resilience of the Korean temple stay model offers a viable path for destinations seeking to transition from consumption to sustainable participation.